you to name the vowels for me, you would probably say A, E, I, O, U, right? We know as adults that A, E, I, O, and U are vowels, the letters representing vowel sounds. And we also know that there are two vowel sounds that they represent. There's the short sound, A, E, I, A. And there's also the long sound, A, E, I, O. But then when we get to U, did you know that there are two sounds for the long vowel U? I didn't know this until just recently, and so I wanted to make sure I shared it with you because I think it's something that gets overlooked often when we're teaching kids to read because we're so used to telling them that the vowels can either make the short sound or the long sound, but we don't point out that U is actually very special because it can represent two different long sounds. In case you don't know me, my name is Erin. I'm from littleslovelearning.com. I'm a former classroom teacher. I have my master's degree in early childhood education, and I spend my time educating parents and other teachers how to teach kids to read correctly based on the science of reading. And so the reason I want to share this tip with you today about long vowel U representing two different sounds is because I think it's very helpful for your child, especially as they are end of kindergarten, beginning of first grade, and learning more of these phonics patterns. We want them to explicitly know that long vowel U is going to represent two different sounds. The first thing I want to show you is the Vowel Valley. Now, I actually have a different video on my channel all about the Vowel Valley. I will link it down below so you can check it out. But I specifically want to point out to you, on our Vowel Valley, we have all of our vowel sounds. And if you look up here, next to each other, we have our two long vowel U sounds. We have oo as in tube and U as in U or unicorn. So those two sounds right here, they're two different sounds, but they're both representing long vowel U. Now, why does this matter? Well, when we are teaching kids to read and we start with the short vowel sound, so we're going to teach that U represents A. But when we get to the long vowel sounds, the first time we're introducing it is usually with something called magic E. So let me show you some magic E examples. With magic E, we're showing kids that when we add a magic silent E to the end of a word, it's going to jump over this consonant and it's going to say to the vowel, say your name, say your name. And it's going to ask the vowel to say its long vowel sound. So tap becomes tape, ev becomes eve, sit becomes sight, and cod becomes code. But when we get to U and we are showing our little ones how we add a magic E onto a short vowel U word, we have to teach them the two sounds of long vowel U. So the two sounds are right here. So we have oo as in tube, rude, June, dude, duke, flute, and tune. Those all make the oo sound for this long vowel U. And then over here we have U as in fuse, mute, use, cute, fume, mule, and puke. Those are all representing the long vowel U that sounds like U. So it can be oo or U. Now, over here, when it's long vowel U that sounds like U, that's actually a diphthong. Well, what is a diphthong? It's when our mouth moves position. Our mouth glides from one position to another while we're saying that sound. So if you watch my mouth or you watch your own mouth in the mirror, I'm changing my mouth position when I make that sound. But this one over here, it's not a diphthong. It's just oo. I'm not changing my mouth position for that. So the reason this is so important is because when your child comes across a magic E word that has a long vowel U, they have to be flexible. They have to know which way it's going to be, and they might not know that in the beginning. So they're going to have to try both. I have had students that I've tutored in the past. They might come to this word, tube, but they would say tube, tube. They would try to make it that U sound because they thought long vowel U only sounded like U, its name. So we have to explicitly teach that actually it can make the oo sound, like tube. Same with this word, June. We can't have them say J-yoon. That's not the way we pronounce that word. It's J-oon, June. It's the oo sound. So if your child is here and they're learning Magic E and they're learning about Magic E, helping the vowel say its long sound, say its name, then they're going to know it's going to help A say A, E say E, I say I, O say O. But when they get to U, they're going to try both, oo and U. I hope this information has been helpful for you today. If you enjoy learning about these different tips and tricks when teaching your child how to read, I suggest that you join my email list. I will leave the link down below. I send weekly emails giving you information all about how to teach your child to read. I'm also active on social media. You can find me on Instagram at Little Love Learning Blog, or you can find me over on Facebook. If you have any questions about anything I share here, please leave me a comment down below, or you can find me on my website, littleslovelearning.com. My whole goal with this information is to help you feel empowered to teach your child how to read correctly, so that when they go to school or when they are in first, second, third grade, they are going to feel strong and confident when it comes to reading and spelling because they've learned correctly from the beginning. That is my goal for your child. That is my goal for my own children. And so I am here to help you however I can make sure that that becomes a reality. Until the next video, I hope you have a great day. Bye.